Hi, this is Greg Spazzato doing a demo of the Maps feature on Westmarchesgame. So right now I have set up a map for the world Grigia, and I'm gonna open up the map. I'm gonna zoom in on it. Oop, I'm gonna zoom in on it a few times here. Click on some map markers. Uh, and see what's going on over here. And I'm going to show you exactly how I made this map in this demo. So let's go through it together. I'm going to start by just deleting this map here. We're going to start over. And so on this navigation, you want to make sure maps is clicked, and then if there's no maps available, you can create one. So first we're going to give our map a name. Again, I'm going to make the same map that you just saw, and we're going to take it step by step. So the first part is the image. Um, this application needs an image URL, so the image will already have to be uploaded to the internet in a publicly available location. Um, I suggest using this tool here, or this service here rather, called postimages.org. Um, in addition to uploading the image and getting the URL, you want to make sure that the aspect ratio of the image is 1.6, um, or the image is 1600 pixels by 1000 pixels, and the DPI should be 72. So I'm going to open this up in a new tab here, and pretty simple. I would just click this button, and then I'd get a dialog of the map I wanted to upload. Uh, but I've already done that, and it gave me a direct link. So I'm just going to click this button here to copy it. Um, so when using postimages.org, make sure that you ask it to not resize the image, and you set it as no expiration. These are the defaults, but they could change. So just make sure that you use these two options when you're using the service. All right, so back to West Marches game. So I'm gonna take that image URL that post images made for me, and I'm gonna paste it right in there. And then I'm going to configure some other settings that I have with this map. So we have min zoom, max zoom, and default zoom. So min zoom is the total amount of times the map will shrink when zoom gestures are used. And typically it's 0, so we're going to leave it at 0. Max zoom is the total amount of times the map will enlarge when zoom gestures are used. And typically it's 3, so we're going to make that 3. And then default zoom is the amount of times the map is already zoomed in before a zoom gesture is used. Since it's normally 0, we'll leave it at 0. Alright, and then save. Now that my map is created, I can manage the map. And I don't have any markers yet, but I can still view the map the way it is now. Um, So as you can see, the map is fully zoomed out. Using the zoom gestures on my input devices, I can zoom in 3 times, and then I can zoom out 3 times. Very nice, that's what we wanted. But we need to make some markers on this map. So in order to do that, I need to be at my computer. And while I'm at my computer, I need to hold down the control key on my keyboard while I left click with the mouse. And that will drop a pin on the map. And when I click on the pin, it'll reveal its latitude and longitude on the map. So this is very important. Um, as soon as I get this information, I want to copy it because if I refresh the page, the marker's gone. This is a temporary marker, uh, and then to create a permanent marker, you want to go back to Westmarchesgame. You want to, on your map page, you want to scroll to the bottom and click the Create Map Marker button. And we'll come up with a name for this marker here. We'll just call it blue. I'm not going to get too creative here. And then I can pick a color for my marker. I'm obviously going to pick blue. Uh, so normally this would be like a town or city or, a larger area. But for the sake of time and brevity, we're just going to keep it simple. Right. And then I hit save. And now when I reload the map, my temporary pins will disappear, but my permanent pins will appear. So now you see I have a marker that says blue on it. And then I could refresh this and it's still there. So we're gonna throw down some other pins here. We'll throw a yellow over here. And now you see I have two map markers here. If I go back to my map and I refresh, my temporary pin goes away and my new permanent pin is there to stay. So I have yellow and I have blue. Um, so I can keep uh, adding markers to my heart's content. Um, and I can keep placing temporary pins down to my heart's content. And that's basically how maps work in Westmarchesgame. Thank you.